What is up, y'all? It's Taylor here from AfrofishOG, and today we're doing a little bit of an update here on Madam Web. Now, Madam Web is getting terrible reviews coming through here, and not just from what it says up on my screen, just in general. Apparently it's just not doing good with critics. Now, these are critics, not fans. They're going to be, obviously, there will probably be some differences between them, but so far the things I've seen have been not good. And even IGN, I read an IGN article earlier, and I think they gave it like a 5 out of 10. It was like just like mediocre, which is quite surprising because I thought they would have given it higher. But this is definitely something it's you know, knowing that Sony's Spider-Man universes haven't really hit off or been that good, but I didn't expect it to be like people really thinking it's like this. So before we get into it, we jump right into it. Be sure to check out all the links down in the description below, and yeah, let's jump right into it. So this is crazy. I'm not gonna lie, and I think I'm a little bewildered about it because even in the trailer, it didn't look good. Like it looked very all over the place. And you know, I'm not gonna lie, clairvoyance is a superpower that is not, I don't think, the easiest to put on screen. The telling the future and all that stuff, like that's not an easy thing to put on the screen. And so when I saw the trailer for it, and I've watched the trailer, I wanted to watch the trailer multiple times, just to make sure that like everyone was memeing on it. You know, the whole like what was it? She was in the rainforest with spiders or whatever. I don't remember. But it just it didn't have much of an appeal. But I thought that maybe it would be kind of whatever, you know. But so far it's just been, yeah, kind of a bum, like just a real bum. It's right here. So early reviews for latest Marvel film has slammed Madam Web as the worst comic book movie. Yet as Sony's effort to flesh out, that's huge, Sony's efforts to flesh out its own Marvel-esque separate from the ultra-successful Disney franchise continues to flounder, because everyone, I mean, I've been seeing some of this being called as bad as worse than Morbius, which is holy shit. So key facts. So critics have wasted no time panning the film with commentary ranging from hilariously bad by the Daily Beast to depressively internet. I don't know what the fuck that means. By Hollywood Reporter, and having none of the charm you expect from the most basic superhero movie from Variety. So the film only has a dismal 25% rating on Rotten Tomatoes. And I actually did go to check Rotten Tomatoes here. So it has a 16% right now, and some of them did give it, you know, big reviews. So like 100% from Gloria Gaynor here, Madam Web. Oh wait, those are movies. Those are my bad. So, well, I tried. But down here, once you start getting into the actual like critics and stuff like that, I mean, if you could see ahead like Madam Web, you might fix your future by waiting to see this on streaming. Oof. That's not very good. Madam Web is burdened by too many threads and not enough fun. Still, it could be worse. It could be Morbius. That's fine. Nobody in this movie pops or crackles or snaps or finds its way to energize the blah blah. The action's not much. The acting minimalist, bordering on, I don't even know that. I've never heard that. Somnambulant? No, I never heard that before. That was a 1.5 out of 4. Oof. Take multiple fantastic female superheroes and squashes them like bugs under the bottom of the boot. Damn. Well, and that's kind of a bummer too. So I even wanted to go check again just to make sure to go see it up on Metacritic, which Metacritic has it as a generally unfavorable, 29%. So the only one that gave it was RogerEbert.com, which gave it a 63%, saying, within these saturated times of comic book movies, Madam Web is blissfully breezy in its pacing, which helps make it a more enjoyable watch than some of the super serious end-of-the-world fare we often see. So that's really the only real positive one I've seen, and I think that's actually, there's 2 positive reviews so far on Metacritic, 8 mixed, and you'll see here they have 14 negative. So then we have Los Angeles Times. Is Madam Web good? No. Is it hilariously delightful? Often. Okay, that's not horrible. Ultimately, Madam Web might have sounded like an interesting experiment, and it sort of is, but the execution feels less of a fully realized film than the extended prologue for a movie to come. And it could be worse. So not only is Madam Web a mess of a movie that doesn't even quality as it's so bad it's good moment of escapist entertainment, it suffers from a much worse fate. It's utterly forgettable. That is the worst. That's not good. To me, like I said, Morbius became like infamous, so infamous that they actually brought it back on screen, which I thought was hilarious. They put it back in theaters after it got panned and just clowned on. I don't know, but it was it was just a bad movie. Now, Madam Web is probably in that where it's like there's bad and then there's the next level up, which is just forgettable, and that's usually worse. Now I haven't gone seen it yet. Will I see it? You know, I probably will. It might be one of those where like I catch on like a Tuesday at like for like $5. So hopefully it actually turns out to be better than what I predicted it's gonna be, but it probably won't be till next week anyways. But these, I just didn't expect this, even from something like The Guardian. You know, there's nothing gritty or believable about any of it. The film is as dumb and schlocky as the worst of the genre, with lousy TV effects, uninvolving action, and unfunny and inelegant dialogue. Like, damn, they just decided to pop off here. So yeah, definitely not a good time if you're a fan of Madam Web. I just remember Madam Web as the comic book, like she's like an old woman, she still has the bandage around her face and all that, but like I remember her from like the 90s Spider-Man. That's the only time I know of her, and that's the only time I've ever thought of Madam Web ever. So I think the big thing about this movie was who was asking for a Madam Web movie. I think that's the big question. Nobody was really asking for a Madam Web movie. So like when you have something like that, like, oh no, you know, I don't know who wants this. Like it came out and everyone's like, oh okay, cool, Madam Web, you know, but it is what it is. Alrighty, everyone, are you planning on seeing Madam Web? If you have seen it, let me know what you think about it in the comments. Whew, that's not good. Alrighty, everyone, as always, have a safe evening, and I'm Taylor from AfrofishOG, and I'll catch you all in the next one.